guys, welcome to my YouTube session channel. It's all about yoga, and today I'm planning to do, as you can see, is the hamstring stretch or to unlock your hamstring. And it is really important for pre-workout. And I would say this one mainly gonna be for like running, but you can do this stretch mostly for any workout. So I'm gonna try to go on my Instagram live as well, just in case if I have some interruptions from the YouTube. So let's see here. And oh yeah, by the way, you could hear my cats meowing in the background because it's kind of snowing out there, and I don't want him to get outside and be wet. So Mitch, the orange tabby, he will be meowing here and there and gonna walk around. So yeah, I'm on Instagram right now as well. And as I mentioned on YouTube today, it's gonna be hamstring stretch for pre-workout. So that includes any workout, but mainly focusing on running. So I know where I'm living right now is snowing, so it's not an ideal condition, environment, weather for you to do any run today. But if you do like a treadmill running for your cardio or biking, you heavily rely on your hamstrings, your legs. And so it's really good to stretch, unlock your hamstrings before doing any runs. So it's gonna be, I would try to stick around 30-40 minutes of the yoga flow. So it's gonna be like a flow instead of just like a static stretch. And hopefully after you done with this session, you will feel ready for any workout ahead of you, or you just go on with your day. Also talking about yoga, if you know about 7 chakras, so this session would be like a root chakra. It's more like letting you grounded, kind of get in touch with your roots, so mainly like through your legs. So as a scientist, I try to view chakras in a scientific way. So mainly I would feel like all those chakras or energy is more like a, like a ligament stretch, muscle stretch, joints movement, joint fluid, synovial fluid, joints around your bones and your muscles and your legs. So anyway, but we cannot, turn out or turn away the idea that yes, these stretches from yoga is really helpful, even if you talk about yoga in yoga perspectives or in scientific way. So yeah, there are several studies out there using yoga as the science, as a scientific medicine. And I was in one of the foundations called Love Your Brain Yoga. So basically we're using yoga to kind of like a rehabilitation for yoga patients, not yoga patients, for brain injury patients. So we just cannot neglect all those stretches, all those flows from yoga that could be beneficial for your body. So yeah, enough talking. Right here, it's a little bit cold, so we're gonna start warm up a little bit slowly before we get in touch with our hamstring and all the joints movement. Well, let me move my table a little bit right here. So basically, we just gonna, since it's more about grounded, so instead of go down to the ground, we're gonna start to stand up and kind of like feet on the ground and just root ourselves through our legs. And we just kind of like doing like raising our heels up and down. So it's raise heels up and down right here just to activate your hamstrings. And even we're gonna focus, even though we're gonna, be focusing on the legs or hamstrings themselves, we also gonna do a little bit of upper body, kind of like merge your lower body and upper body a little bit in the middle, so that you don't feel like you neglect your upper body with this flow. So once you kind of like feeling your feet and hamstring by raising your heels up and down, we're going to kind of walk back and forth. So from the front to the back of the mat, and just kind of inhale, we're going to reach up and we're going to walk in that position. So kind of inhale, reach to the sky like this, and then tiptoes. I'm going to walk back to the back of your yoga mat. And just, you can look up or look ahead of you. Just gonna walk yourself, reaching, activate your joints and your muscles. Get your body to be ready for the session. So after like 2 or 3 walks like this, front and back, and hands down right here. And then we're gonna go straight to downward facing dog. I have so many points on the ground, so I'm gonna move some of them out of the way. It's gonna go to the downward facing right away. So since it's the first downward dog of the session, you can slightly bend your knees. You're gonna kind of walk your feet up and down right here, just to get your body used to the upcoming flow or poses. And make sure to tuck in your core. So to suck in your core, but then don't hold your breath. And the important right here is try to lengthen. Oh, see, you scare me. Try to lengthen your back. So push your hips back. At the same time, pushing down all of your fingertips. So feel the forces through your fingertips. And kind of sink down. Try to get your heart lower to the ground. Now you can start slowly. If you bend your knee, slowly straighten it out. And it's okay if your heels cannot touch the ground. If they can, that's great. If not, just try to straighten it out, but don't lock your knees. Just hold right here. And then from here, just do 5 breaths. So inhale in through the nostrils and exhale out through the mouth. So inhale and exhale out the mouth. Inhale in, exhale out, inhale in, exhale out, and last time. So each time you inhale, kind of raise your body up a bit and exhale, lower down. Now we're gonna go straight to the move. So inhale, right leg lift up. You can lift up your left heel or you can lower it down, but try to kick back farther. And then from here, slowly shift your body to high plank and then put your right foot between your hands. We're gonna go to warrior one. So from here, your right heel down 45 degrees, bend your left knee, and then we're gonna go up to the sky. So make sure to square your hips in front of you. Try not to tilt it. So the important thing here is check your hips by putting your hands on the hips and then just rotate your hips to the front. So we're gonna stretch your hamstring, your left hamstring right here by bending your right knee. Now from here, if you don't want to go up to the sky with your hands, you can do in a prayer. If you want to go up the sky, we're gonna lift up our right heel 10 times. Just activate not only the left hamstring, but also your right hamstring. So 1. So each time you lift the heels, try to sink down a little bit more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and hold it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly straighten out your leg. We're gonna go to like a pyramid, so you can shorten your stand a bit. So step up. Your left foot step up a bit. The idea to shorten your stand so that your hips can move back. If you don't shorten your stand and when you try to pull back your hips, it's gonna be, you might fall out of your form. So shorten it up a little bit. So keep it like around 5 feet or so. Make sure train track heels to heel. What you're gonna do is still checking with your hips and push your hips back. Kind of lean with the chest first. Gonna go down right here. And you can put your hands on the mat and try to stretch your right knee out, but don't lock it. And then from here, what we're gonna do is gonna rock up a bit. So bend your right knee 10 times. And at the same time, your left heel lift up too. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Each time you rock back, make sure to push your hips back. 9 and 10. Push back. Now from here, you can keep your hands on the ground. If you want to open your shoulders, just clasp your hands right here. And then wiggle your right shoulders to your right knee. And then just bow down. Now make sure your right leg still straight, although don't lock them. So it could be a little bit small bend on your right leg. And the same thing with your left knee, don't lock it. Hold here 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gonna use your hands down. We're gonna kick up to the standing split. The important thing for standing split right here is you try to pull your heart lower to the ground. Kick a little bit higher up. You can walk your hands a little closer to your foot. You can hold on right here. Or my cat can support me. Or you can remove your right hand and then hold on to your right foot. You can look down to the mat and hold here. You can flex your foot. So kick a little bit higher and then slowly put your left foot meeting with your right foot. And then inhale slowly, sweep your arms up to the air, release the tension that you just did with your standing split. And exhale, right hand to the chest. I'm gonna move again. I'm gonna rotate my body so you can see. So this time, lift up your right, because we're not going to the left foot yet. So we're gonna do your right foot first, keeping the same theme. And then you can either hold it, open it out, but since we want to activate your hamstring, so try to stretch, straighten out your leg. And when you feel your balance, open out to the side. Kick to the hand, and then once you're done, put it down, back. Lower down to the mat. Gonna go to reverse. So from here, again, start up with the standing split. Go back to your train track, pyramid pose. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bow down a little bit. Straighten it out to warrior one. Go up. From here, we're gonna add. So rotate your body. Then we're gonna sink down to Kandasana. Stretch out your left hamstring right here. You can sit a little bit lower, and if it's too much for you, you can get your bum down on the ground. Now lift up right here. Hold right here. You can walk yourself out a little bit and sink down a little bit more. That would not only open your left hamstring, but also open your right hips. And slowly walk it back. Use the core. Go up. Back to warrior one. Hands up to the air. Down to the mat. Step back to downward facing dog. Now we have the other side to repeat. So left hand lifts up to the sky. You can lift up your heels. Then slowly to the plank. And then protract your shoulders and put your left foot between your hands. Inhale. Use the core. Go up to warrior one. Right here. And then again, we're going to do is feet, our left heel lifting. So again, check your alignment. I'd rather take it slow so that you can have your form aligned. So from here, lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and lift it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Straighten out your left leg. Use the hips as a guide. Use the hands as a guide. Push your hips back. Lean with the chest. Go down. Hands down to the mat. Push your hips back. And then from here, remember we're going to lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lower it down. Back to the train track. You want to clasp the hands to the other side. And then get your left shoulders to your left knee and sink down to the mat. And then slowly use the core. Go back up to warrior 1. Hands down to mat to standing split. So kick up to the sky. Pull yourself lower to the ground. And flex the right foot here. Go a bit lower. You want to remove your left hand, holding on to your left ankle. And from here, step up to standing meet with your left foot. Inhale, lift up to the sky. Exhale, hands to the chest. And then from here, add on left foot up. And then straighten it out. And then open up to your left side. Kick to the hand. Suck in the core. And then back. Down. And from here, gonna go back to reverse. So slowly get yourself down. So lean with the chest first. Kick up, right foot up to the sky. Back to the train track. And then go to warrior 1. From here, rotate to front of you. And then we're gonna do, I'm gonna sit down. Sorry, I think I do sit down to the mat, so right foot left. Get myself to this position in front of you, so you see me. If it's too much, again, your bum can be on the floor. From here, you can walk yourself out a little bit. Stretch out some of your hips and your hamstring. And walk yourself back. Use the core. Get yourself up. Back right here. Hands down to the mat and step back to downward facing dog. Cool? Okay. Slowly, we're gonna repeat one more for that. So, right foot left up. Step. Protract your shoulders, so push down to the mat. Step up between your hands. Then go warrior 1 first. Up. Straight up to lift the toes and heels. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And shorten your stance, up to you. And then use your hands, push your hips back, lean with the chest, go down to pyramid pose right here. And then I'm gonna lift up both heels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. From here, straighten it out. If you want, clasp your hands. Wiggle your right hand to your right knee and sink it down. You can try to look past your shoulders, your left shoulder. In your core. Make sure to push your hips back. Then straighten. Release your hands. Back to warrior 1. And step to the mat. We're going to step to the standing split. So from here, kick up a little bit higher. Sink down more. You can try to straighten your right leg. Try to touch your nose to your knee. Woo. And then slowly use the core. Step up. Inhale. And foot to the sky. Exhale, hands in front of you. And then we're going to go to open up our hips and our hamstrings. So shift your body to the left side. Pick up. You can straighten out your leg. And then rotate over to your right. You can look left. Hold here. And then release out. Back. Go back. Hands down to the mat. Standing split, short standing split. Foot down. Train track. And then inhale. Back to warrior 1. Up. Turn your body. Sink down to your Kondasana. Walk your hands out a little bit. Push your hips back. Walk back. You will feel this time a little bit easier because your body already open. So use the core, go up. Back right here. Warrior 1. And then hands down to the mat. Step back to downward facing dog. The other side. Left foot lift. Then protract your shoulders, shift to plank. Foot down to the mat. Then go warrior 1. So right foot 45 degrees. Bend your left knee. Inhale, go up. Make sure your hips facing forward. From here, lift up your heels. Left heel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shift it up. You can shorten your stand a bit. And then slowly Push your hips back, lean with the chest. Down pyramid pose. And then from here, shift your body. Now lift up the heels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Back right here. And then if you want, remove the hands and then clasp it. Wiggle your left shoulders to your left knee. Straighten it out. And you can look past your right shoulder. Push your hips back. That's really important to stretch your hamstring right here. And then slowly release the hands from here and use the core. Go up back to warrior 1. And then hands back to the mat. Kick up to standing split. This time it's up to you. You can try to bind with one hand or two. My goal is trying to get my nose touching my left knee or left shin. Oh. And then slowly get yourself up and step up in front of you. Inhale. Exhale, hands in the prayer to the left side. So shift your weight to the right, kick up, back straighten out, and then open up to the left and look to the right. And then remove, release, back to the standing split shortly, and then step down to train track shortly. Go to warrior 1 shortly, and then sink down. I have to go this way for you guys to your left side, and then straight out your right. Kandasana. And from here, walk out a little bit. Push your hips back. Flex your right foot. And then slowly get yourself back up. Back right here, warrior 1 shortly. Hands down. Step back. 2 downward facing. And then from here, we're gonna take ourselves down to the mat. And so either you can step, jump, and then go down right to the mat. So for me, go and go down to the mat. So it's really important to stretch your legs. So first, flex your foot. Kind of wiggle, remove some flesh out from your sit bone. Sit straight right here. Use your hand. Push down to the mat. And just flex your feet. Sit tall. Suck in your core. It's a lot of work right here, even though it's really a simple pose. Make sure all of your flesh from your leg down, root it down on the and then remove it out. And from here, again, lean with the chest. Go with your limit. So first is hands to the sky. And then slowly get your chest first. Leaning. And then go to your limit. You can hold on to your feet, to your shin, or whatever. And then use your hands, try to pull yourself down. And at this time, when you cannot go any further, you can bow down and try to close your chest down to the thigh. Again, important here is flex your feet. Let's slowly go up. Don't jerk yourself, you're gonna injure yourself, so everything move with slow and good intention. Okay, from here, I'm gonna move to the side. We're gonna open up our feet. And then you can do is kind of pick yourself up a bit and then move yourself out so you can kind of straight out and remove all the flesh from your sit bone. So you can sit here straight like this, or if you want, again, starting to go slowly, crawl yourself forward. Important thing here is flex the feet to stretch your hamstring. So crawl out to the point you can't crawl anymore, and then get your chest down. And then get yourself back up. It's like a pancake. And then from here, you can close one foot first. It's kind of like a tree pose, but in that way. So push your left foot to your right thighs. Inhale up right here. Exhale. You can start to lean to the right. So pull yourself down. Flex the foot. You can try to bind, but make sure your sit bones, your hips still on the ground. So don't try to bind your foot and forget that your sit bone is actually in the air. And slowly get yourself up. What you can do is get yourself right here. You can just hold on to it straight out, or if you feel flexible enough, try to get yourself back here and push your hips back and twist like a pretzel to the left and kick up. And if you kind of like me, release it out, or if you're in front, bend it, shake it out. We're gonna go to the other side. After this, we're gonna go down to the mat and do one kind of bridge pose, but we're gonna open up our hamstring with that bridge pose. So again, kind of like a tree. Push your right foot to your left thigh. Hold on to your left toes, all your toes on the left side. Then kind of pull yourself to the left, but make sure your sit bones, your hips is on the floor. And then get yourself up to it. You can hold on to it and get closer and closer to your nose, or if you want to try like earlier, get your hands down right here, wiggle And then make sure again your sit bones on the ground, kick up, and then twist. Slowly step out, heel out, shake out. Now I'm gonna go down to the mat. If you want to flop out to the mat, that's cool. If you want a little bit of forward here, just get yourself slowly down to the mat. Now we do like 2 bridge poses just to activate first your hamstring, but it's gonna be one is on your heels and the other on your toes. So either way, you can walk your feet closer to the bum until you can touch your ankles. And then let's do with the heels raising first. So raise up, wiggle your hands back to protect your neck, and then tuck your chin as well. What we're going to do is do 10 of this. So up 1, 2, 3. Make sure to push the forces through your toes to activate your hamstring. 5, and go as high as you can. 6, and when you go up to this highest, squeeze your butt. 7, 8, 9, 10, then slowly get down. Down to the mat, walk yourself out a little bit. This time we're going to do is the bridge with your heels on the ground. So walk yourself out a little bit. And then from here, use the forces, press your hands down to the mat, lift up. And then tap. 1, make sure when you go down to the mat, don't flop your flesh. Go and lower with intention. So kind of softly touching the ground. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly and hug your knees into the chest to release some tension you put on your lower back. Now, this is the option here. I'm going to have some modification. So first, walk your feet as close as possible that you feel you could grab your ankles. This time it's not brushing anymore, grabbing it. Now lift up your bum. Use your right hand first. Okay, let me do left hand so we can do the other side. Wiggle your, and then you can tiptoe your right foot. So you can see right here, my right heel is up. Hold on to my right ankle by getting my left shoulder down right here. Lift up and then go lower down to the mat right here. So you stretch, flex the left foot. This one right here, you can crisscross over or kind of do like a pretzel, lower down, and wiggle your hand underneath. Hold it right here. Now, if you cannot do this option that you just kind of like from the bridge, go over and push yourself up. Forget about crossing. But if you can cross over, then another thing is you can lift up your left foot and hold right here using your core. And then get yourself down. Do the other side. From here, lift up, walk, wiggle your right shoulder back, stand up, and then go lower down to the floor and cross over to the other side, or pick up your right foot right here. And then lower down. Hug your knees together. Curl up like a ball. And then release it down. And then that's it, guys. That is the move. I'm going to go to Savasana. Just lay down on the mat completely for at least like 5 minutes. And it's around 45 minutes of the flow today. And I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that your hamstring got unlocked and all stretched out for other workout or for your day. So enjoy your Sunday. Enjoy the Sunday football. And I'm taking off next Sunday because of Thanksgiving. So I'll see you in 2 weeks. Namaste, guys. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you next time.